I wanted to finish up these exhaust pipes because I need to get them to come out the sides here, because I have enough pipe to shoot each one in front of the front wheels. So I'm probably going to do that. I'm going to keep it below the bumper. I don't want to go through the bumper because eventually I want to shoot it out the back at some point. So I don't want to destroy my bumper, putting big holes in the sides of it just for the exhaust to sneak out the side when eventually, it's going out the back anyway. So today's big plan is cleaning up this hellhole that I made for myself. Everything is trashed. I got parts and tools and all sorts of crap just laying all over the place. And I really want to get this outside so I can do those exhausts, because I'm not welding in here. There's too many things that can catch on fire. So that's probably all I'm going to be doing for today. And then tomorrow we're going to start with the welding process of the exhaust pipes. So I'll see you then. All right, back at it again. So today we're going to be forming out the exhaust pipes. To do this task, we are putting the intercooler back on and the piping this way, and the bumper. So I got the bumper sitting right here. I got my pipe I'm going to be using and the old chop box. So I'm going to get that intercooler and the piping on, get this front bumper on, and we're going to start mocking up those exhausts. Oh yeah, I got the car fully sitting on the ground. We got the front bumper back on. I got the intercooler in there with all the piping. So I wanted to get that front bumper back on, see my clearances, and I also had to get my nose, body line, hood line straight for the bumper and the hood straight. And then I center punched the bumper support. I'm gonna have to drill those little holes in there so I can put my little plastic clips back in. All right, so I'm back at it again. Oh yeah. But anywho, so I got my bumper all cleaned up because she's probably going back on either today or tomorrow for good, almost, maybe for good. I'm sure I'll have to take her off, in the future. Also got my bumper cover support all cleaned up. Got almost everything figured out under here. I just have to run up to the auto parts store and grab a few things. I gotta get another fuel fitting because I got my fuel pressure sensor hooked up in there, so I need to get one more fuel fitting so I can fully connect that. I go to every damn auto parts store, hardware store in town looking for those little copper washers. I need a 1/2-inch copper washer for the turbo banjo bolt, and nobody's got them. Drove all around for hours, going everywhere looking for them in town. So I ended up calling up Volkswagen, and because I know they put turbos on their cars, and I think my Jetta has a bigger size banjo bolt for either the oil return or the coolant feed. I can't remember, but I ended up calling them up. They got a 14 millimeter washer for me, so that's where we're going. Here comes the Volkswagen. Finally found them copper washers. The old V-dub fucking damn dealer didn't work out. Theirs were too fucking big. They were a 14 millimeter. I got a 1/2 inch, and I made it a little over a millimeter bigger so they wouldn't seat it in there right. So Harbor Freight sells an 80-piece set for $6.99. FYI. So I'm gonna have enough copper washes to last the rest of my damn life. Oh yeah! Vroom, vroom. Rolling at least. So we got the car back in here. So today was pretty much a shit show for me. I drove around for hours looking for a part here in town that was not here in town. Those little stupid copper O-rings. So ended up having to ride out towards Charlotte to find it, and that's what happened. So we're back here now. It's kind of late. I'm not really feeling like doing much. I pulled the car back in here and I was gonna do a lot, but then I'm like, yeah, I don't feel like doing much. But anyway, all right, here we go. This is why we didn't get no physical work done today. This stupid little box of washers. But, oh man, look at that. It's like a treasure chest, isn't it? Oh gosh, I got washers for the rest of my damn life. Well, I got some copper washers for the rest of my life. Yeah, well, I was at Harbor Freight grabbing them damn washers. I grabbed me a, what the hell's that thing called? A digital airflow regulator. So, I just was playing around with this. Seems like the way it works. We're going to turn this knob, the pressure that builds up in between here and what I got the turbo in between, because we're trying to test the actuator out to see if it opens at the 7-8 PSI that it states from the eBay listing. So yeah, we're going to turn this and we're going to watch that actuation rod as we do it. It doesn't start moving until 27, 28 pounds. Alright, these are supposed to be set at 8 PSI. I don't know what's going on here. Yeah, that's fucked. I don't know. I gotta figure out. I don't know if I'm right. Am I doing this right? I don't know. I never done this shit before. It said this thing leaves the factory set at 7 pounds. I'm pretty sure. So yeah, I don't know about that. Showing anything now, it's showing 4 pounds. Keep cranking it. We're at 5 pounds. Now this thing's supposed to open at 7, 8 pounds. 7, 10, 11, 12, 13, 16, 17, 18, 10 pounds over, 12 pounds, 22, 24, oh, but it gets creeped a little. 26 and a half, and it just started moving. 27. 29, still not open all the way. 30. Oh! Alright, 30 something pounds. Now, I don't know if I'm doing this right. I could possibly be doing this wrong. I don't know. I'm gonna go look up a couple videos and see if I can find some professionals doing it, because I am far from a professional. I'm also gonna try to adjust that actuation rod, because it is adjustable. Maybe it's just got too much tension on it, but it was supposed to be set from the manufacturer at 7 or 8 pounds is what it says in the little instructional booklet I got. Back at it again. Oh yeah. All right, so what we're doing today is I'm trying to finish up the exhaust for the downpipe. So I got these exhaust tips. I actually cut off of that muffler over there. I think it's to a Nissan like 350Z or something like that. I actually found that muffler in the garbage like, I don't know, 8 years ago. It's been sitting around here yeah, for a while. The whole purpose of me keeping it was to cut these exhaust tips off and use them for something, so that's what we're doing today. Yeah, so I cut some pipe up. I'm gonna weld that to there, coming straight out. I'm gonna do that to the both of them. Got them all cut off the original ends right there. One had a little bend, the other one was straight. And then I cut myself up an assortment of pieces here to elbow it out from under the car off of the downpipe. Alright, well, I'm gonna get this shit done and we're gonna get it on the car. Got my extensions welded on my exhaust tips, and I got my little bends made up for my downpipe. So I'm gonna go in there and yeah, see how these look. Got my downpipe all trimmed up. I recustomized the downpipe a little bit to suit my needs. Oh yeah, the finished product. Got them down pipes all welded up. Now I'm gonna quickly drill these holes. Finally got those holes drilled and got the bumper support tightened down. Now we're gonna slap the bumper on. All right, so this is my exhaust setup I'm pretty much doing. My re-customized down pipes. And then I got some of that cheap flex pipe, 5 or 6 foot piece, I can't remember, something like that. And yeah, it was 20 bucks. Took my exhaust tips with the extensions on them, stuck one in there. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this flex tube, but I wanted to get something that will give way if I bottom out, just in case in the front. This way it doesn't affect my turbo or my exhaust manifold. I don't want that to get smashed or broken or cracked because I bottom out, do something stupid. Because I'm used to driving in a pickup truck where I can easily run shit over all day. But yeah, I was trying to figure out if, I think that's where I want I was thinking there, or I can stick it out past the tire, but I kind of like it tucked in, opposed to sticking out past the tire. Just got to cut the flex pipe back a little bit and set it on there. And I got to make a bracket. That's the next thing I got to do. Put some flat stock here, flat bar, and I got to make a bracket to hold that up somehow off of the body. Cheap and quick. This is the cheapest, quickest way I could think to do it. Free exhaust tips, and all I had to do is buy a 20 piece of flex tube, or I can have it coming out a little further, like even with the tires. I kind of like it tucked in. Gives a little bit more clean look, I feel like. All right, it's hotter than a motherfucker up in this bitch. Oof. So yesterday I kind of called it quits after I got the flex pipe under here cut to where I wanted it. Then I started brainstorming on thinking of some kind of strap or bracket to hold this up so it ain't sagging. So yeah, went to the local auto parts store, got me some 2.5 inch clamps to clamp it down so it don't twist or turn. And also I made the strap I made, which is pretty much that right there. I just got self-tapping screw pinned up in there, come down, and I welded another clamp to my strap, which is just a piece of flat stock metal I got from the hardware store. Nothing special, but it's gonna get the job done. I'm probably gonna have to twist this to get it to the angle I want. Also, I am using this thin material, so you know, if I bottom out and it bumps it, hopefully it'll just bend that rod up a little bit. Hopefully it doesn't mangle my body up there. Hopefully, that's the plan anyway. Yeah, I already got that set way too high, but I left a little bit of room to put some extra holes. So yeah, I got to put another hole, probably a little closer to the top of that rod where I got to cut, and drop that down a little bit. So yeah, I wasn't accounting for the flare when I did it, so I didn't mock this up on there. So yeah, I got this right here I got to account for. So I might have to drop that down just a bit. Or it might work. I'm gonna try it and see what happens. I had to customize the bracket a little bit to give it a little added extra support. So yeah, I just welded a tab on, drilled a hole through it. Yeah, I just welded the one side. I didn't even weld the inside. Cleaned it up, and yeah, I'm gonna reinstall this, and hopefully it's just a tiny bit more sturdier than it was. I'm using this style nut clamp thing. Slide these in there and then screw them through. I wanted to use something kind of weak, just in case I, bottom out or anything. I'm hoping that these little screws will snap before it'll mess up the body of the car. Well, that's pretty much the finished product. It came out real nice. So like I was showing you, I bracketed in there, I L'd it out to give it that little extra added support. This is what it's looking like from under here. Just like that. Well, I gotta say it's not perfect, but it's good enough, at least for now. Because It is temporary. I do want to run the exhaust out the back, and I do have a plan on how I want to do it. So, I mean, that's in the distant future, but it is something I would like to do. This is just, quick and affordable. Alrighty, we got this first one done, so now we got to make the second one. Yeah, before I even started making this one, I actually was making my own clamp. I bent this up like that. This was the other half of that piece of flat stock I used to that one. So yeah, I'm gonna try to straighten this out and try to make that same one, but for the other side. We got the second bracket finally finished up. So now I'm gonna awkwardly drill these holes in here like I did before. And it is kind of awkward because you gotta go, I think I got one hole going this way and then the other hole, you had to go in here somehow. Yeah, down through here. Totally finished up with the hangers. I don't have it hard bolted in there. I just got it lightly bolted for now because I have to take it back out again. Still got to wrap the downpipes and the exhaust manifolds. I think they came out nice. I was kind of going with the contour of the bumper here with the exhaust tip kind of on that angle with it. I think it came out nice looking.